What is up? I'm the Super Spy, and I'm with my Season 4, Episode 4 review of Dragon Ball Super. Vegeta, Goku versus the Vegeta clone, who will win. The episode starts off with the guy who we had thought Vegeta had killed. He turns out to be alive. Well, he wasn't really alive, he was just like in a blob. But anyway, then the battle started, and it was so epic. And as Vegeta was like fading away, and as Vegeta was fading away, he was like rooting for both sides. Like he was rooting for the clone because at the same time, like, that's Vegeta, like that's him, and he wants to defeat Kakarot, well, Goku. And then at the same time, he doesn't want to die, so that's Goku. And I want Goku to win, and they're all like, whose side is he on? It was kind of confusing and really funny for me. Like, this was like has to be one of the funniest episodes of Dragon Ball Z I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, anyway, the battle starts, and if you ever played Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, when you rush someone and they rush you back, like you start tying up into this awesome chain of fights where you can't see anything, like you can see them, but you can see that they're fighting like mad hard. That's what they were doing. And then as Vegeta was just landing down with shots, Goku was just blocking all of them. So then he instant transmission, like, all around him, and then knocked Vegeta. And then they started doing that thing where they clash each other some more, and then they turned into Super Saiyan God Super Saiyans, which is actually called Super Saiyan Blue. And then the key to the superhuman water, a pacifier. Well, it is a key, but it looks like a pacifier. And the dog guy, the 100-year-old guy, says for you to chew on it, and I'm like, oh my god. And he actually chews on it. And it is so funny because everyone should know what a pacifier is. And he didn't know what was happening, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. And then anyway, Jacko tried to take like a picture of it. But then he was out of battery, and that was like, wow, what an unfortunate time to be out of battery. But anyway, Goku and Vegeta are still fighting. So then the blob of Krill tries to absorb Trunks, and the weird thing is, like, he's only focused on absorbing Trunks. So then they're fighting away, so they're trying to run away from him. And then Jocko trips on a rock, and then the blob of Krill just slides away from Jocko, and Jocko was so insulted because he didn't even want to think about taking his power. But then while that's happening, Trunks and the 100-year-old guy and Goten all flew to Vegeta. And while that was happening, the battle was still going on. And the battle was actually really cool. And then they did the epic yell of Vegeta and Kakarot, and then they punched Knuckles, and there was so much so much power in that one meeting of punches that that so much was just so bright and no one can see the blob sneaking up on Trunks. And then Vegeta notices it, and then he says, Trunks, he's saying, Trunks, get out of the way. And then, this is the thing that I really hated. While that's happening, the pacifier from Vegeta's mouth fell out. That's what I really don't like, is that how they made such a cool character like Vegeta chew, yeah, whatever. he was sucking on a pacifier, and I'm like, why? Like, why? That's so messed up, and I can kind of see that happening. But Vegeta didn't know what a pacifier even is. So then, as this is happening, Monaka wakes up from sleeping, and his eyes were wide open. So he wakes up, and then he accidentally steps on the core rhombus. Yeah, on the core diamond, on the gold core diamond of the superhuman water, and then the blob's gone, and I'm like, really? Because Monaka I'm sure. You know what? I'm going to try to say probably even Raditz is stronger than Monaka. So he steps on it. He saves Vegeta, and technically beats Clone Vegeta. And then as that's happening, the Clone Vegeta is cracking. So then Goku hits him with a Kamehameha, and then he kills him. And while that's happening, Goku says, Vegeta, why are you sucking on a pacifier? So he's like, what's a pacifier? So then they go back down to Earth, and then he finds out that's what a pacifier is. And then he says, I would have chose that over death, which I kind of get because if I was Vegeta and I was sucking on a pacifier, that would be so embarrassing. If anyone saw that, I would have to kill them. But anyway. So then once that's happening, Goku and Trunks get back, and obviously they're in trouble for going on Monaka's spaceship. And then, while that's happening, so then, a sneak peek of what's happening. We travel to a timeline. Now, I'm not going to spoil this for you. We travel to a timeline where a certain someone who defeated the androids is there. And he's bombing and weaving, and he's just like darting behind everything in a ruined city. And while that's happening, I don't know what's happening, but something's happening, and it's going down. And then while that's happening, like a blast is about to happen, and then he is about to react, and then it says next week this will continue, and I'm like, I hate you so much because they left us with a huge cliffhanger. But anyway, overall I love the episode, the cliffhanger, Vegeta sucking on a pacifier, Vegeta rooting for both sides, and it was just mostly funny. But anyway, that was my Season 4, Episode 4 review of Dragon Ball Super, Goku vs. the Vegeta clone, who will win. It was really good, and you really need to watch it. The end is so amazing. But anyway, just you have to watch that, and we all have to wait to find out what's gonna happen next week, and I hate it so much. But anyway, that was my review. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your God, Super Spy, and I am out.